You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, I wanted to talk on the rise and fall of this video game. I've played this video game. If you want to see some videos of me playing it on my gaming channel, yeah, it's still up. I only played maybe like the first few missions, but I mean, it had potential. It had potential of being like a top tier game, but the last bit of news I seen with that game was that the company behind it, and it was a company that it wasn't too long ago when I was talking about them, EA Games, they just abandoned ship. They wasn't going to work on the game anymore. They were just done and over with it. And I kind of find it confusing because I'm like, well, why would you guys put all that time and money in a video game just to like, and it makes you wonder like how much of the like production, like, or well, yeah, how much is the production value of that video game? Like overall saying like how much did it cost to make it? Because my thing is this, if it cost a lot to make it, why would you guys just abandon ship like that? Like, I guess I can understand if you guys are like, hey, we're gonna, you know, like, overall, like, we're gonna take some time to, like, work on some other games real quick, and then, at some point in time, we'll come back to it. But with them, it was like the last time, let me just look it up real quick, just to see if they were gonna do anything else to it, but as far as I see, like, they're still selling it, but they're not overall, like, adding anything else to it. So, yeah. Okay, let me see. Development, change, reworking after release. BioWare announced on February 24, 2021 that they were discontinuing any future work on, and yes, the video game Anthem. I feel like I didn't mention the video game, and I was trying to wait until a point in time to mention it. But, yeah, like, they announced that last year that they were going to stop working on that game. So I kind of wanted to just talk on the rise and fall of that video game, because it had a good rise, but the fall was so rapid and it was so fast. It was like, fam, this game didn't even have a time or chance to really shine. So anyways, Anthem, that video game, before it came out, everybody was blowing it up. Like, this was, because I think this game came out in like 2018, I think. Let's see when it released. No, 2019. So, and it's crazy, like 1 year later, then that's when they announced that they were done working on it and stuff. So it released, or actually, no, 2 years later. 2 years later, they had announced that. So, anyways, so it was like a 3 year, like, point in time of when they were, like, of this game's, like, rise and fall, alright? So anyways, yeah, so, like, I think in 2018, they were promoting the game, trailers is coming out, it looked like it was going to be a pretty dope game, alright? So, 2019, it releases, and it's like, bruh, everybody, I'm telling you, everybody was up talking about this game. I don't think I've ever had seen a game get so, I gotta, okay, there we go, alright, I'm back. So anyways, but no, so when the game had released, I remember, like, everybody was talking about it. Quite a few people were playing it, but a lot of people were having connection issues with it. So, of course, like, with me, when I know that a game is messing up, the first place I go to, because I know everybody's going to run there and start talking about it, is Twitter. And I remember when that game came out and I was on Twitter and I was looking it up, everybody was saying, oh yeah, connection issues. And then, yeah, everywhere else, it was the same exact thing. So they did kind of like wait, I think it was maybe a day or two, or it was some time to come out with a patch to fix it. They came out with a patch to fix it, and then at that point, it was like there was really nothing else to do in the game. So there was really like no progression, because as far as I remember, I remember buying the game. I think I remember I was able to play it the first time or the second time. At some point in time, I think I wasn't being able to play it, and then I was able to play it. So anyways, when I started playing it, it seemed fun. And I was like, hey, yo, this can be a big game. And I think it's going to be cool to see what the future holds for it. So anyways, I remember playing it, but I remember that there was like no progression in the game. You constantly was going back doing the same missions over and over and over again. Now, I was more so trying to play online with people, like a co-op thing, because I didn't know what that game had to offer and stuff. I didn't know if it was going to be a mad challenging game or if it was going to be a crazy easy game, but I wasn't going to take no chances. So at least with me, I was like, oh, okay, I'll just, play with random people and stuff, see how it goes. And then, eventually it was just getting to a point where they just had me playing the same missions over and over and over again. So I was like, that's not fun. I'm like, that's not fun at all. And at that time, I kind of was like into playing games with other people. But as the time progressed on, where it was like games was making it harder, games wasn't really catering to like the multiplayer section, and it just seemed like that it was more catered to like single player. I just gave up, and I was just like, you know what? No, I'm done. I ain't gonna fool with it. I'm moving on. All right. So, anyways. I had gave up on the game, and I hadn't really heard nothing about it. Like, I had to say that the game, after that time of, like, me playing it, and it seemed like that maybe I was playing it a little bit too long, because even when at that point in time when I was playing it, you will hear people give out, like, that initial, like, first time of themselves playing it, and then that's it. They were like, I ain't got nothing else to say about the game. And I think, let me see if IGN had rated that game. IGN. So yeah, they gave it a 6.5 out of 10. I'm like, that's somewhat decent, I guess. But like, because it could be worse. So I'm like, in my opinion, like a 6.5, I would have to say like it's good, but it needs improvement. So that's how I would say what that rating is, but it could have been like under 5, and it's like, nah, it just needs improvement. That game ain't good at all. So anyways, but I remember at that point in time when I was done playing the game, nobody else was talking about it. The game was just dead silent, quiet. Nobody just wasn't saying nothing. So fast forward to next year, for February 2020. Now, I do feel like that if the pandemic wouldn't have happened, then it wouldn't have like fell under, because I do feel like that pandemic year of video games, I mean, look at the video game Cyberpunk 2077, and look how when that game had initially released, on how like buggy and messed up it was, because I feel like that there was that point in time where they didn't get a chance to work on the game, and they thought things was fine, and they wasn't doing the maintenance updates left and right, and the bugs just kept building up and building up and building up. So I do think that they did start like a rework production on Anthem. That's just what I think. So they did start talking about it, and I was like, oh, okay, so that should be chilled and stuff, where it's like they'll like rework on the game and kind of make it better, because I'm like, okay, a year passed by, nothing hadn't really happened with the game, so it was like, fam, what's going on? But I think we all know, February 2020, that's when they started talking about COVID. March 2020, everything has shut down. There was nobody going anywhere. Everybody was at home waiting to see what was going to happen. I think we all know what happened during that pandemic year. I was, dealing with my own personal issues and stuff. I wasn't even thinking about Anthem at that time. But, no, so, like, games was coming out, and then it was like, oh, okay, well, like, chilled, all right? And then February 2021. That's when they came out with the news that they were done working on that game. So you people are probably thinking, oh, okay, so they're probably like, oh, well then, let's see what... No, I mean, like, they wasn't going to do nothing else. They were finished. Finito. They were done. Over with. There was nothing else that they were going to do to that game. Nothing. Like, it was done and over with, alright? And so overall, like, they didn't add no new updates. They didn't do nothing to improve the game. Where that game was at when they announced that, oh yeah, because I don't think that they came out with any updates or nothing. So let me see if Anthem is on Steam. I wonder if you could get it. Oh, it's only on Origin. So yeah, I wonder, okay, so because it seems like EA, they're not big on, like, telling you about reviews and stuff of video games. So, hold on, overview, description, system requirement. They ain't telling y'all about no review and stuff because they know people see them reviews. They ain't gonna be one to... EA, they always be trying to hide their reviews from people, and it's like, fam, be honest. Is the game good or not? Let's see how much is a Steam or a key going for this game right now. Oh, so you could get like a key for this game and get it for like a much more cheaper price. Yeah, there's somebody on eBay selling the game for 99 cents. There's somebody selling it for $9 on ENEBA, G2A. Somebody selling it for $9, and then another ENEBA, they're selling it for $8. So yeah, like where it currently stands at with sales, it's not doing so good. And then I think even on Xbox, let's see how much this game is going for on Xbox. So I can install the game and I can play the game for free. That's crazy that they're still charging full price for this game. And it's like, fam, you're not doing anything to it. So yeah, if you have like EA Play, you could get it for a 10% off discount. But no, they're still charging $59. If you don't have EA Play, they're still charging $59.99 for this game and $69.99 for the special edition and stuff. And the special edition comes with, let me see real quick. And I don't even know if I can... Yeah, I have to buy the special edition, but the special edition... So the game contains... So they was like, alright, so wait a minute. So they say, join the founding Legion of Anthem with the full set of customized Javelin armor packs, plus a legendary weapon from the precursor faction of the Freelancers. The Legion of Dawn edition contains legendary Legion of Dawn armor packs, legendary weapons, legendary Ranger gear piece, Anthem digital soundtrack. So here's the thing to just explain to people what's so special about that? What's so special about that? So for those that don't know how these games operate when they talking about, oh yeah, get this specialized gear, because Destiny does it. I think the Division, they did it. Yeah, they'll have like the gold or the platinum or ultimate, whatever. And then Anthem. All three of those games all fall underneath the same category. It's this game where you have a character, you customize this character all the way to like its full maximum of customization and so on. This armor that they have isn't armor it'll help you get maybe through a few levels, but if you just play the game, so pretty much you don't have to buy the special edition. Yes, it does come with like some fancy, armor that's like it's not able to, if you just play the game then you can earn it. It's only armor it's the only thing or like digital stuff that you could buy pretty much, so you can't like earn your way of like playing the game and then unlocking it. No, you have to buy it with your hard-earned money and stuff. So after a few missions, then it's like you're upgrading it to some other armor. So unless they have some situation where, like, I know in Destiny they have it where you can add armor to that armor that you like, so you don't have to get rid of it. So if it's something to that extent, then okay, then I think that's okay, and I think that's chill. But if you're not doing that, then it's like, fam, that's a waste of money. And then for the game to still being, like, to still cost, but I feel like a lot of those, like, sport companies, they always do that with their games, where they still charge, like, the full price amount and stuff. Well, not sport, because Call of Duty is doing it too, and I'm like, fam, those games came out years ago, like, lower the price on that crap. But I'm saying, though, what Anthem, it's like, nah, lower the price on it. I'm saying, if you guys are done, like, or not gonna do anything else to the game, in my opinion, the video game should be free. The video game should honestly be free, because I guess, like, maybe what, like, but alright, so here's the thing, because I know people will probably be like, well, there's classic video games that they're not working on anymore, and they're not free. So here's the thing about that, because a part of me do agree with that, but that's a classic game. You can't compare Anthem to, let's see, another popular title. Alright, Crysis 2. Crysis, but I mean, they did come out with like a remastered edition, so I could see maybe that. or let's see some other games that they have. That first great, but well, no, because they're turning it into, okay. So the Mass Effect series, even though that's a classic series, but and I mean they have remastered that too. Dang, so there's nothing good that I could talk on. EA just ain't got no good games, bro. Like, what is the issue, man? When they gonna come out with another Sims game? But overall, like, a classic game, I feel like kind of has made its mark in territory. Like, they've done their final bit of work to that game. So, like, if there is any bugs, if there is any issues, it's most likely the person that owns the console. And I'm like, fam, you might need a new console if you're having issues with that game, or you might need a new video game. I mean, if you bought it digitally and it's having bugs and problems. All right, so no, prime example, Grand Theft Auto 4. Now that's a game that they haven't remastered. They haven't done nothing to it. I don't know if they're still updating it, but as far as I know, like, at least for a console, yeah, like, it's, you know, speaking of, I was like, I need to see, because I did buy that game. I sat there and bought that game thinking that it was, what's this all about? Oh, it's a new game coming out. But no, I bought that game on PC thinking that, oh, it was gonna, be good on there, and I'm like, it wasn't, like, it wasn't even playable and stuff, so I'm like, I don't know what that was all about. But, anyways, but no, it's like they're done updating it. There's nothing else to do to it. So, like, comparing Grand Theft Auto 4 to Anthem, that it's due to the fact of Grand Theft Auto 4 being much more better than Anthem. I'm like, yeah, a shady company owns Grand Theft Auto 4, but in my opinion, nah, you cannot compare them two games to each other. Ain't no way possible I hear that somebody telling me Anthem is better than Grand Theft Auto 4. I'm like, have you played Grand Theft Auto 4? And I'm like, and do you see the current state? At least when at that time when Rockstar Games had released Grand Theft Auto 4, they were making sure it was good. They were making sure it was a dope game. Then they didn't abandon ship because it wasn't so good. So that's why I'm like, nah. Like, if anything, my thing is this: if there's anything wrong with Anthem, because I overall think that was a game that had potential, but if there's anything wrong with Anthem, it's the developers that own that game. That is what's wrong with Anthem, and that's why that game crashed and crumbled. So, anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss, and then we'll knock $20 off of your first purchase. And that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.